Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Much love to you, bro. Yes, sir. It's us. How you guys doing? We back with another episode of Genuine Conversations, man. As you can tell, we're in a different location, you feel me? Shout out to Heights District for allowing us to come through. Shout out my boy Neimo for coming through, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
How you living, man?
I'm good, man. Just chilling, can't complain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna get straight into it, man. So first off, I wanted to say the way that I first found out about you through one of my guys, one of my close friends, Chino, but also I had seen on my Explorer page, you know what I'm saying, this crazy looking Mercedes Sprinter truck, and I was just like, who is this dude doing this in Dallas? Because the only person I knew was the billionaire Barber, you know what I'm saying, in Florida. And so besides him, that was something that was in my head for a while, was like maybe doing this, you know what I'm saying? And seeing you do it and seeing how successful it was, like what made you want to do that and start that?
Actually, I'm always looking for something different. Like, I don't like to be like the next man, so it was probably, and I worked at Mercedes. Okay. So I done seen all type of different businesses in Sprinters. Like, I seen like a mobile bar, like all type of mobile businesses. So I was like, I'm cutting her down. Like, why I don't try to do it out the Sprinter van? So it's pretty much how it went from there.
Yeah. Was your clientele, how long have you been cutting hair for, brother?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, 3 years. Bro.
Okay. And so, for only to be cutting hair for 3 years and be able to scale it as fast as you have, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you say for the youth has like really helped you to do that?
Bro, everything in this world is about connections, bro. So everything is about who you know. It's not how good you can do something. It's people out there that is better than me, but they just probably don't know how to network it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big networker. Like I'm in a whole lot of different worlds. So that kind of helped me like scale my business to where it is today.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And I know you talked about like being in multiple different worlds. That was something for me coming up when I was first a barber. It was difficult for me, that balance between like, okay, we're gonna go out and party. Now I gotta be up 8 a.m. for my next cut. And you've seen to do a wonderful job at balancing that. So like, what would you say for the youth really balancing like the true definition of work hard, play hard?
Man, you just gotta really want it. Like people see my Instagram and they be like, yeah, he out partying, but they gonna see me get up at my first appointment gonna be at 9. I don't get home till 5. Like, it's hard. Like, it's hard, but at the same time, it be worth it because you never know who you gonna run into tonight out. Like, that's for pretty. Like, most of my like celeb clients, they come from connections. Like, people connected me to them. So that's people I meet out and they just go from there. But yeah, it's a hard. I ain't gonna say it's a hard life, bro, but it's definitely like you gotta want it. Yeah, for sure.
Because I know you talk about celebrities. I mean, I seen the likes of like Bobby Billionaire, Jake Paul.
I just cut NLE.
NLE 5 days ago. I seen that before the show and I lost my mind. Yeah.
I flew out to Vegas. I cut like a couple players that were signed to Rich Paul, LeBron agency. Oh wow. I cut like a lot of NFL people. Bro.
And I know NFL. There's a big NFL clientele that you have.
Yeah.
What would you say helps you retain that? Because I know with those type of clients, I know they be all over the place and probably meet all different types of people. So what really helps you like have that genuine connection with them that makes them come back to you whenever they're in the city?
See, like with most people, like with me it's different. When most people get like a client like that, they be fanned out, bro. Can't really be too much. You can't really be too fanned out. You gotta treat them like a regular person because every day they're used to being. You know what I'm saying? They go out in the public and they're used to being people like being fanned out. Like sometimes they just want to come chill. Like they don't want somebody out in their face and they don't want to talk about sports. Like cause that's their life. Like they want to talk about like real stuff that's going on in the world or like you know what I'm saying? Like stuff that we both got in common. They don't always want to talk about sports. So that's I think that's what pretty much helps me retain the people because like 9 times out of 10 it's people that I didn't cut that people I ain't even ever recorded. So they just you know what I'm saying? They just like it's different. Like you gotta be different. Yeah.
You knew what that connection meant behind closed doors.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. And then build that and then eventually maybe scale it and showcase it. So I know you said only 3 years, so take me before cutting hair. What was it that you were doing?
Before cutting hair, I was trying to figure it out, bro. I was in the car world, bro. I sold cars at Nissan. My first job ever was Mercedes-Benz. So that's my first and my favorite job. Like the connections I made there I still got them. Like that's how that's what made me get the Sprinter. Like when I'm on the Sprinter, I can always take it to Mercedes and they gonna look out for me. Since I was a former employee, but like bro, I was trying to figure it out. Like I sold cars. What else I do, bro? I did a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I tried to breed dogs.
Yeah.
Bro. That was the other. I did a lot of stuff, bro, just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then, I picked up a pair of clippers. The story why I picked up a pair of clippers is crazy.
Yeah.
My barber went to jail.
Okay.
My barber went to jail. I didn't let nobody touch my hair but him, bro. Like, nobody. So I was like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Went to Walmart, got some clippers. Started messing my hair up, bro. Like, that's how it went. I started messing my hair up, but eventually I started getting good. And I was like, I could probably do this. Like, started cutting hair, and it just took off from there, really, bro.
Yeah, see, that's dope. That's dope to hear. Yeah. Especially like me, I've been cutting hair 7 years now. You know what I'm saying? I started cutting hair when I was 15. You know what I'm saying? I'm 22 now. And to be able to see like you come into the industry and scale it as fast as you have, like that's so dope to see. And even like it's dope because I think also like being able to show that no matter how much of experience you have, you know what I'm saying? Like it is as serious as you take it. Like people will take it as serious as you take it. You know what I'm saying? So like setting that tone and showing people like if you set that tone, you can elevate. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you say like being at Mercedes at a young age and being around like that higher level clientele helped you?
Being at Mercedes definitely, it definitely kind of like boosted me because I was young at the time, but probably the youngest person at the dealership. So being in that type of environment, it kind of taught me the business side of kind of what I used, like cutting hair. Like it taught me how to talk to people, customer service, like being on time, being, you know what I'm saying, like standing on business with people. So I guess being at Mercedes, it definitely gave me like a more business perspective, and then I pretty much use that to whatever I do in today's world. Like, for sure.
And so, tell me a little bit just about family. What's your family looking like?
My family, I got a younger brother, 2 younger sisters, and an older sister and an older brother.
Okay. Yeah. So big family.
Yep. They pretty much all. My little brother actually just started cutting hair probably like 6 months ago. So he seen me and was like, you know what I'm saying, I want to do it too. But
that's dope. Yeah. So that's dope to lead the way. That's dope.
Yeah, facts.
That's dope. You don't have any kids?
No, I ain't got no kids, bro. I ain't going. I ain't going, bro.
No,
I'm not going.
You say like, cause I know like, especially not having necessarily like the responsibility of a child, you know what I'm saying, or the responsibility of someone else, you know what I'm saying, on yourself. Like, what would you say has caused you to like stay so locked in, even though you don't have, you know what I'm saying, the responsibilities that most people every day are forced to just.
Bro, I really don't want no kids right now, like especially with where I'm at in my career, because I live so randomly. Like, it's been times where people have called me at 3 in the morning. Somebody done flew in on a jet, and I went to go cut their hair at 3. If I got a kid, I can't really do that. Or I gotta find some way for my, you know what I'm saying, to accommodate my kid. Or if I didn't, like when I flew out to Vegas, or I just came from Miami. Like I live life so randomly, bro. So like, for me to have a kid, that would kind of be selfish for me to do that with where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much a big thing. That you gotta. I mean, I ain't got nothing against kids. It's just like I gotta be
get where you get
get where I want to be first. Then then I'll start thinking about that.
Oh, definitely. I know we talked a little bit off camera about you're in the process of opening up your own shop.
Yeah, man, I'm in the process of opening my own shop. It's gonna be dope. Now you seen barbershop?
Yeah.
Now had nappy cuts looking across the street?
Yeah.
That's my vision, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome.
That's what I'm working on right now, bro. Kind of want to. My vision always been more than like I want to bring back like old school barbershop feel, but like, you know what I'm saying, like I want to have like a space where people can vibe too, like, cause I'm all about like, you know what I'm saying, vibing, like having good times. Like I want something that people can come in. You don't even got to get a haircut. You can chill. Like the stuff I'm planning to put in there is gonna be crazy.
That's
bro.
awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now.
And I think that's everything. I think for me, like the barbershop, I was at North Texas Cuts and Denton when I was 15.
Okay. I know where that's at because I used to go to UT.
Okay, so I started working there when I was 15, and it was really dope because you could really tell that North Texas Cuts was definitely like a pillar in the community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like that was a big thing. Like I think after COVID, you know what I'm saying, and the barbershops closed up, it made it very difficult. Shops coming back open to be able to give back that environment. So the fact that you take it so personal to make that environment.
Yeah.
That's something for me that I'm real big on too. Is like I want to recreate that
Yeah.
what you're talking about. That place to where it doesn't just have to be a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Like barbers were therapists before
Facts.
any of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I think that's really dope, bro.
Facts. Like back in the day, you go to the barber shop to chill, hot side. You know what I'm saying? Just it was always a vibe going. When I used to go to the barber shop before my barber got locked up. So. And when you know what I'm saying, that's how we kept that connection. Because after he got out, he cut right beside me. No matter what shop we went to, he was always like we always cut together. So
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope
for sure.
Would you say having somebody whenever you're you know what I'm saying, climbing that mountain of entrepreneurship, having someone to consistently iron sharpen iron?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It definitely. I wouldn't say we're in competition, but it's a competition for sure. Like he pushing me, I'm pushing him. Like you know what I'm saying. So I feel like you gotta feel like it is good to have somebody that y'all pushing each other because you know what I'm saying. It's always a new level to go to.
Exactly.
So once I climb a new level, he gonna climb a new level. We go like that.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's literally that's what me and Q talk about all the time.
Yeah,
it's literally just continuously.
Yeah, just continue pushing each other, bro.
Yep. And that's everything. Keeping that group.
Yeah, because you don't want to get too comfortable. For sure.
How do you navigate, bro? Like with going as many places as you go, meeting as many people as you meet. Like how do you keep your circle tight and right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm humble, bro. I'm a very humble person. Like. No matter who I could or who I'd have been around, bro, I'm always gonna be grounded, bro, because I know where I came from, for sure. So that's pretty much how I keep it going. Like I ain't never gonna get no big head. Like I'm always willing, like, to help somebody. Like they reach out to me. I done had that, bro. When I was coming up, when I was coming up, bro, I was reaching out to barbers like, hey, how do you do this? And they would act Hollywood, bro. I'm not that. I can never be that type of person because I know how I feel. So.
And that was something to me that like I really do genuinely appreciate you, bro. Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you just look on his social media, you know what I'm saying? My boy is a celebrity. Like that is what it is. Like my boy is that. But at the end of the day, the fact that you keep it so genuine, so down to earth, bro. Like I can be completely honest. Like even I misread you off first interpretation, and so to be able to meet you and it be what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like. I think that's a true testimony to like not only like don't judge a book by its cover, but also at the end of the day, like it doesn't matter what you do outside of it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like at the end of the day, if that passion's there, you know what I'm saying, that passion's there.
No, facts, bro. Yeah, that's why I always stay grounded, bro. Because you never know, somebody reach out to you. Yeah. And then you look up 2 years later and they big time, you gonna be like, man, like I wish I would've, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always, no matter who hit me up, bro, I'm always willing to help or give some type of advice or, you know what I'm saying, give an opportunity. There's been times I done passed celebrity to people, like, you know what I'm saying, young barbers, because that might be a dream of theirs, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm for sure, humbleness got me to where I'm at, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
That's dope. That's the key. I mean, that's the whole page. That's the whole genuine grind. That's why for me, like I was as soon as being able to get you on here, bro, was something that to me meant a lot, bro.
Yeah,
seriously,
because I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. To switch it up a little bit, I know you be dressing, bro. I mean, the fits be crazy. So, what first got you into just fashion and clothes in general?
Man, I always been into clothes. I used to like look at like. I guess coming up like in high school, I used to always look at the league fits, like NBA players coming out in the tunnel. So I used to want to dress like that. One of my favorite people coming up like was Nick Young, bro. Like I love the style. Yeah. Like for sure, that was my favorite people. I like love the style. So I guess that was really got me, I guess, into the clothes, bro. I always been into like clothes, shoes, but like, you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to. My image play a big role into where I'm at too, bro. Yeah. So image play a big role into whatever you want to do in life. Like however you present yourself, that's how people gonna perceive you, bro. So I guess that's why I like fashion. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's crazy. I had an old head one time tell me, because dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, there was times when I was 17, 18, coming off of high school, then double backing going straight to the shop, or even sometimes during my lunch break at high school, going up to the shop and getting some cuts in.
Yeah.
I played soccer, you know what I'm saying? So in the mornings, you know what I'm saying, right after practice, it'd just be get dressed real quick and go. So my fits wouldn't always be, they wouldn't always be the best. I ain't gonna lie to you. And so there was one time, it was an old head, it was Kurt. I remember to this day, he came up to me and he was like, "You never know who you're gonna meet."
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? You could be at the corner store, you could be at Walmart, you could be anywhere. You could be hit on the side of the road, you know what I'm saying? Not even expecting that. And then AAA that pull up, bro, actually got the connect for some, and then boom, and it opens up the door. So I think that's a big key. That's a big takeaway for is definitely you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like dress to impress is true. You know what I'm saying? And you would say that does also play a factor into confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like taking that time, especially like as barbers, since we take so much time into other people's image. Yeah. I feel like I've seen personally times where there's barbers that don't take the same time into their own image. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I fell victim to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that's a big thing to be able to position yourself. You would say. Yeah, facts. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. We had a little intermission break. You feel me? But we right back to it. You know, one thing I wanted to ask, thought about it off camera. At what age did you know, like, that you were entrepreneurial minded and that you knew you wanted to be a businessman? Because I feel like that's something that, like, a lot of the audience, like a lot of the youth always ask me, especially like when they're in the chair, like, what is it that when did you know, G, you wanted to cut hair? And like, to be honest with you, I didn't know until it was right in front of my eyes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what would you say, at what age you knew, okay, well, I know I want to make money for myself. Yeah. I just need to figure out how to do it.
Bro, being in the car world, bro, I used to see people coming there. When you do car stuff, you gotta take the information, see how they make money. So I'm like, it was who did I deal with, bro? I can't remember the person, bro, but somebody came in there, bro, and they was like, they worked for themselves. So I knew I wanted to work for. I knew I didn't want to work for nobody, like, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So being like around people that had cash, or you know what I'm saying, that worked for themselves, that kind of made me, okay, I gotta figure what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do with my life. So yeah. Okay, yeah.
And that's something too, like, especially as going down the road of entrepreneurship, like there's a lot of fears, you know, like in comparison to, like, you know what I'm saying, like a traditional 9 to 5. And so I do think like having other entrepreneurs that are going through maybe not the same but similar fears, similar situations, you know what I'm saying, it allows you to be able to feel like you're not alone, you know what I'm saying, and have that corner, you know what I'm saying, between rounds that you can come back to and, okay, let's regroup, okay, next round, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, see, cause when I first started cutting hair, like I would be scared. I was scared to post it. I was cutting hair. Like, I don't know why I was, but I was just like, I mean, I feel like that's a big thing. Like with anybody that start a business, like I feel like they'd be scared to, you know what I'm saying, put their work out, because it ain't gonna be the best, but you gotta put it in their face that, you know, this is what I'm doing. This is what it's gonna be. If you rock with me, then you gonna come support me. Which when I first started, bro, it wasn't like that. Like, it wasn't always green. Like, people not gonna support you till they see it's popular to support you. So I had to figure out a way to make it a trend for people to come to me. So that's when I started showing a lifestyle. Like, I always been like outside, like, you know what I'm saying. So I started, you know what I'm saying, broadcasting that, and then that's how it kind of like took off for me fast. So yeah.
How influential would you say social media has been?
Social media definitely influential, bro. Like, it's definitely influential because that's the world now. Like, everybody got a social media. Like, everybody got a social media. So I ain't gonna say you need a social media presence to be successful, but it's definitely a plus for sure. It's definitely a plus. So.
And that was something I remember whenever I was first starting off in the shop, like, especially because, you know, at the time TikTok wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? And like, barbering hadn't even became mainstream, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember my statistics teacher telling me that the probability of me making 6 figures cutting hair was like 1.6%. Or some crazy number like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and you're a true testimony to the opposite, you know what I'm saying? Like, to that 1.6, you know what I'm saying? So when you're first, you know what I'm saying, like you said earlier, developing that idea and like deciding, okay, I'm gonna jump off the porch and I'm gonna put this out here, like, how important is it to share that. You know what I'm saying? Because that was something like when I first started cutting hair, like I didn't share it with anyone until I knew the cuts were good enough where people can't talk.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want my homeboy, bro. I was cutting hair. I was not good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was sorry. But my homeboy was like, bro, if this is what you want to do, like you claim you don't want to work for nobody, you gotta put it in their face. Like people like to see progression, so like I wish I could still get into my old barber page where I first started, like, and see where I'm at now, bro. It just like that's what keep me grinding, cause I'm like, damn, like I really came from this, like, like I really came from this. So like, people just like to see progression, so they want to see where you started to where you at now, and that's just like that's your story, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the greatest, I think the greatest creators are so focused on the process, that the product is just a byproduct. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like even like that's something like I'm a big Kobe fan. Like I really analyze. So I really analyze Kobe. He's a big Kobe fan too. So we love Kobe. We really analyze Kobe. Not even more so on the court, but even off the court. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that he passed. R.I.P. Kobe. You know what I'm saying? That we didn't get to hear more of it. But I think a lot of the things that he says off the court. Cause you know what I'm saying, there's that common misconception that like, you know what I'm saying, he was very arrogant, very self-centered. But I think like the fact that he was so in love with just his process of becoming the greatest basketball player, you know what I'm saying, the byproducts of the championships, and people like, Kobe, you should be happy by now, you know what I'm saying, and he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, because he was just so invested in the process. So I think that's a true gem right there.
What made you start cutting hair?
Okay, so for me, when I first started, so I had never been to a barbershop, okay? Grew up in a white household, never been to a barbershop ever until I was 14 years old. Literally the same year that I learned the whole identity of a barbershop was when I started cutting. Because me and one of my friends, I used to go to the barbershop and I'd get decent haircuts, but I'd take him with me and they'd always do him wrong. Like he's a ginger, bro, and they gave him black fibers one time.
For real?
On the edge, at that point, bro, that next day, I woke up. And he was like, he had a pair of his dad's clippers, and he's like, G, you're gonna cut my hair, you're gonna fix this. And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? And the thing was like, excuse me, at the time I was having family issues back home, so I was staying at his house, you know what I'm saying? And the way that it was set up, like his bed was raised off the ground, and I sleep on the floor, you feel me? So he'd watch me watch 360 Jeezy and all the Barber videos, but I wasn't really even trying to learn how to cut, more or less. I was just trying to learn what haircut should he get when we go, because maybe I'm asking for the wrong thing, and that's why he getting messed up, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, I know you know how to do it. And so I gave him the cut, bro, and this was what, 2020, graduated 2015, 2016? And he went to school, and everyone was like, who cut your hair? Everyone liked it. And I will say, like, I truly, that's why for me, like, God is a huge thing for me, because I truly do, like, 6 months into me picking up the clippers, I was in North Texas cuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what's up.
And so it definitely, like, I do give the glory to God for that, because I was always someone that, like, I take pride in being able to build up others. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I love to do. Just being able to see the progression of people and times where we see them as, you know, they're capable of all this, and sometimes they might not see it in themselves. Like, being that catalyst, that push, you know what I'm saying, to progression. Like, I love that. So whenever I first started cutting hair, I got that feeling of just giving somebody that haircut and being that catalyst from, because especially at the time, in 2015, 2016, majority of your barbers are old heads. You know what I'm saying? They're older guys. And so there wasn't really no younger barber. Vic Blends wasn't even a thing when I was cutting hair. And like, I even have text messages with Vic back in 2018, 2017. Yeah. Because it just wasn't a thing. There wasn't really like a model, for instance, of like, of how to be a barber. But not only that, like, if you're a younger guy and you want to get a haircut, like, sometimes younger guys don't feel confident, like, asking the older guy that's been cutting for 35 years, like, hey, that last time I didn't really like that. Could you maybe, you know what I'm saying? And I've heard crazy stories of just people that have been with their barber, or they were with a barber for said period of time, and then
they didn't like it, but that's all they knew.
That's all they knew. You know what I'm saying? And there was even, like, I had one of my guys that was crazy to me. He said he went with his dad for 17 years to get a cut. You know what I'm saying? And then he came and got a cut with me, and he was surprised because he didn't know he could get a haircut, a good haircut, and a good conversation at the same time. Because he was just so used to sitting down in the chair, just being quiet and just letting dude cut there. And so I think, like, for me, being able to be younger and just, like, I really, really overanalyze the industry and wanted technically to be very good at it, so that whenever people had questions about different haircuts, different styles, it was really easy for me to pull up, okay, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this. Because I know, like, they could just show me a picture, you know what I'm saying? But, like, besides that, they don't really know.
You say you've been cut for 7 years, too?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your end goal with it?
Okay. So, end goal, when I first started cutting hair, my end goal was to beat that 1.7 statistic and make 6 figures and then open up my own shop. Those are just my 2 goals. But as I've transitioned, especially like starting the brand, I definitely think my goal is more so to push like the message that I have. And if I could get to a place to where I could have a set clientele and be able to cut hair for, like, not for monetary values, you know what I'm saying? Just be able to straight up just cut, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be something that I really, really want to do. It's just really, I don't know, bro. I've seen a lot of kids go down the wrong paths.
No, for sure.
And a lot of them were real close to me. And so I take it really, really personal because I know a lot of situations where, you know, I said everything that I could, and even then I was too late. You know what I'm saying? And so if we can create a generation to where we're more aware at a younger age, you feel me? Then we can act on helping each other at a younger age. Hopefully it not be what it is, you know what I'm saying? Because what it is that hurts, and it hurts a lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
No, facts, for sure.
Overall, if I could just be able to help people do whatever it is they want to do. Like, I know for my birthday, for instance, like we did I called it G-Day. I didn't tell anyone it was my birthday. But I didn't tell. No one found out until 2 days after. They were like, bro, G, why didn't you tell us it was your birthday? We could have, it was like, it wasn't about that. You know what I'm saying? Because every year on my birthday, I'd always like hit the club or do something big. But like, I'd go crazy and I'd forget it. I wouldn't remember anything that happened the night before. And so like, I wanted that day to not be about me. So like, we threw what was called G-Day. And basically I gave away like 150 t-shirts and like 300 chicken sandwiches that one of my clients cooked. And like he wanted to be a chef, like that's what he wants to do. And so in my head it was like, okay, well I can create this event, I can have my own guy cater it, we could display his food. Now this is showcasing him, his first time, you know, displaying himself as a real business, you know what I'm saying? And I just seen how being a barber and having, like you said, the network, you know what I'm saying? Because a barber does have a very, very valuable network. Being able to leverage that network to different people, you know what I'm saying? Because if I can add value beyond the haircut, you know what I'm saying? Just off the network that I have, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come to me when they do need their haircut, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, my biggest thing is just basically trying to be a power circuit, an extension cord, you know what I'm saying? With the cutting hair. Yeah.
That's what's up. Bro. I pretty much be on the same thing, bro. Like, so I know people in all different worlds, like, how to help one of my realtor clients sell a house to one of my clients that just moved out here. So kind of like what you said, it's just you the plug. Barbers is the new plugs, bro. Like we the plug, like for everything. Like people would like hit the barbers now when they get into the city. Like where should I go? What should I do? What stores you shop at? What's the food places around here? So yeah, I feel like in our generation today, barbers is the new plug.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth. How important do you think it is to like stay current with, you know what I'm saying, like what is out there in terms of like the night ventures, the new restaurants, and things of those nature?
I really ain't I'm not really, I guess anything we call it a hype beast. Like I like what I like, so I mean it's important, but not. I don't think it's like that important. Like I might be still like on the. I'm not even always on the latest stuff, bro. So somebody asks me, I'm gonna tell them what I know, my personal opinion. So it's important to stay on new stuff, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Yeah, for sure.
I do want to bust you out some new though. I do have some new for you though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I do. So that's one of our Navy hats that was from 2 drops ago. I got tee for you, basic tee. Got 2 of them for you, brother. As well as these are coming out on the 15th. The public ain't even really, I've given y'all some sneak peeks, but I ain't really showed y'all. But these are the stacks that I got on in black for you.
Oh yeah?
Yes sir.
Appreciate you, brother. That's love, bro.
Definitely not. You know what it is, bro. Definitely. I had to. I was like, yeah, no, we gotta have the care package. I gotta have you in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm real big on wearing other people's brands. So I got into that probably probably like a year or two ago, bro. Like I wear other people's brands, like a lot, bro. So I appreciate you. You'll definitely see me with it on.
All right, man. Yes, sir, man. Hey, to everyone that tapped in from home, I appreciate you guys. I genuinely appreciate you guys. To my boy Neimo,
yes, sir,
I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you for having me,
yes,
bro.
sir.
Yes,
Most
sir.
definitely, bro. You know
yes,
what
sir.
it is.
Yes, sir.
Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna put Nemo's Instagram right here. Boom. I'm gonna put Heist District again. Appreciate you, Heist District, for letting us come through. Nate,
yes,
appreciate you. I'm gonna put Nate's Instagram as well as Heist District. Boop boop. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But yes, sir. Y'all boys know what it is. Y'all stay genuine.
Steady moving at a fast pace, tryna run it up and touch a meal. Lord knows I've seen them rainy days, I'm mentally still tryna heal. And you gotta watch out for snakes, they lie in the grass while they waiting to kill.